All right, we are about to dive into one of the most game-changing books out there, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. Our goal here is to really break down its core message about finding inner freedom, and we're going to start with a problem that I think you'll find is, well, a little too familiar.
So, the whole journey of this book starts with a really powerful idea, something every single one of us deals with. Singer describes it as having let's just say, a very difficult roommate living inside your head.
I mean, really think about it. A roommate who never, ever leaves you alone. They've got an opinion on everything you do, everything you wear, every single decision you make. Sound familiar at all? Yeah, the thing about this inner roommate is that it's not just a little critical. It can be straight up abusive. It's this constant narrator, second guessing every move, planting seeds of doubt about your relationships, your job, yourself, just driving you nuts. Honestly, if this were a real person talking to you like that, you would have thrown them out on the street years ago. And let's be super clear here. This isn't some weird quirk that only some of us have. It is a universal human thing. We all have this inner voice. And that constant chatter, that's the root cause of so much of our anxiety, our overthinking, and that low-grade stress that just hums in the background of our lives. Okay, so if we're all stuck with this crazy roommate, what in the world are we supposed to do? Well, this is where the book delivers a truly profound shift in perspective. And it all begins with one simple but totally shocking realization. This line actually comes from a story about another spiritual teacher, Eckhart Tolle. He was at his absolute lowest point, deep in depression, and this single thought just kept playing on a loop in his head over and over until something just clicked. And boom, that's it. That's the turning point. Just pause and think about that statement for a second. It implies there's a split, right? There has to be an I who is doing the observing and a myself that it can't stand. Realizing this, well, that's the key that unlocks the cage. This is what Singer calls the great separation. That voice in your head, your roommate, the thinker, that's not who you are. You are the one who hears the voice. You are the watcher, the silent, calm awareness that's just observing all the drama. Now, realizing this doesn't magically make the roommate shut up, but it untangles you from it. You're no longer caught in the storm, you're the one watching it from the window.
So, if we are this calm watcher, why does that inner roommate still have so much power? Why does life still feel like such a struggle so much of the time? Let's break down the mechanics of how this all works.
Most of us spend nearly all our energy doing two things, clinging and resisting. So something good happens. Think of a beautiful butterfly landing on your arm. It feels amazing. We cling to it. We want that feeling to last forever. Then something bad happens. A scary spider drops down. It feels terrible. We resist it. We push it away and try to build a world where we never have to see a spider again. This constant battle of chasing butterflies and running from spiders is absolutely exhausting. This whole dynamic creates another amazing metaphor, the inner thorn. We've all got them. Those old hurts, deep insecurities, nagging fears. But instead of dealing with the thorn and pulling it out, we build our entire lives around protecting it. We avoid certain people, turn down opportunities, and shy away from new experiences, all so nothing can accidentally bump into that sore spot. But that doesn't keep us safe. It just keeps us small, stuck in a prison we built for ourselves. Okay, so we see the problem. We see what causes it. So what is the solution? What's the way out of this prison? It really all comes down to one incredibly powerful practice, the art of letting go. The way out is through surrender. And we have got to redefine that word. Surrender doesn't mean weakness. It's not about giving up or becoming a doormat. It is a powerful, courageous, and active choice to stop fighting reality. It's about allowing life's experiences, the good and the bad, to flow through you instead of getting stuck inside you. So how do we actually do this in the real world? It's a practice, plain and simple. The moment you feel that trigger, that flash of anger, that knot of anxiety, the very first step is just to notice it. Then, instead of tensing up and closing down, which is our natural instinct, you do the opposite. You consciously relax your body. Relax your shoulders, your jaw, take a deep breath, and just let the feeling be there for a moment without fighting it. Then you release. You just let it pass through you. It's all about relax and release. So what's the payoff? What does life actually look like when you're not being bossed around by your inner roommate all day? What does it truly feel like to be untethered? It's really simple. Peace isn't something you have to go out and achieve. It's what's already there, buried underneath all the noise. When you stop clinging,
when you stop resisting, when you stop building your life around your thorns, what's left behind is this deep, quiet peace. And the best part? It doesn't depend on whether life is giving you butterflies or spiders that day.
And that right there is the ultimate freedom. Being untethered means you're living with an open heart. You're in a state of flow because you are no longer a victim of your own mind. You can finally experience the fullness of life, all of it, the beautiful and the messy, without being constantly knocked off balance. So, just for a second, listen. I promise you, your roommate is talking right now. It's probably commenting on this very moment. And you have a choice. Are you going to get lost in its story, believe everything it says? Or are you going to step back, take a breath, and just watch? The choice is yours, and you get to make it in every single moment.